Good evening to all here. I am Preeti of 9th A and I am from Vidyalakshmi School CBSE Chennanguppam, here to talk a few words about human rights and disability. Persons with disabilities face discrimination and barriers that restrict them from participating into society on an equal basis every day. They are denied their rights to be included in the general school system, to be employed, to live independently in the community, to move freely, to vote, to participate in sport and cultural activities, to enjoy social protection, to access justice, to choose medical treatment, and to enter freely into legal commitments such as buying and selling properties. A disproportionate number of persons with disabilities live in developing countries, often marginalized and in extreme poverty. The Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, which was adopted in 2006 and came into force in 2008, signaled a paradigm shift from traditionally charity-oriented, medical-based approaches for disabilities. Former UN High Commissioner for Human Rights, Louis Arbour, said that the celebration, diversity, and the empowerment of the individual are essential human rights messages. The Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities offers sufficient standard of protection for the civil, cultural, political, economic, social rights of persons with disabilities on the basis of inclusion, equality, and non-discrimination. In recent years, there has been a revolutionary change in approach globally to close the protective gap and to ensure that the persons with disabilities enjoy the same standards of equality, rights, and dignity as everyone else. Hereby, I conclude that disabilities persons should also be given equal rights in the society. Thank you.
Good evening, I am Karindra Priyadarshini of class 9B from Vidyalakshmi School CBSE Chennanguppam. I am here to talk a few words about human rights and disabilities. Persons with disabilities face discrimination and barriers that restrict them from participating in society in an equal basis with others every day. They are denied their rights to be included in the general school system, to be employed, to live independently in the community, to move freely, to vote, to participate in sport and cultural activities, to enjoy social protection, to access justice, to choose medical treatment, and to enter freely into the legal commitments such as buying and selling properties. A disproportionate number of people with disabilities live in developing countries, often marginalized and in extreme poverty. The protection guaranteed in other human rights treaties and grounded in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights should be applied to all. In recent years, there has been a revolutionary change in approaching globally and ensure that persons with disabilities enjoy the same standard of equality, rights, and dignity dignity as everyone else does. The Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, which was adopted in 2006 and came into force in 2008, signaled a paradigm shift from traditional charity-oriented, medical-based approaches toward disabilities. Former UN High Commissioner Mr. Louis Arbour said that the celebration of diversity and the empowerment of individuals are essential for the human rights messages. The Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities offer sufficient standards of protection for the civil, economic, political, cultural and social rights of the people with disabilities on the basis of the inclusion, equality and non-discrimination. It makes clear that the person with disabilities are entitled to live independently in their communities, to make their own choices and to play an important or an active role in the today's society. Hereby, I conclude that people with disabilities should also be given equal opportunities to excel in life. Thank you. Have a nice day.